I've never done anything like this in my life. I'm scared to death. But I have to thank God. I have to praise God.
Yes.
I have to do it. It's,
Yes.
so I'm going to do it.
Yes.
And I'm going to give you my testimony.
Hallelujah.
It's going to be sad at the beginning, but we got a real happy ending. Once I planted a beautiful little tree. That tree was born in the weeds. That tree didn't have a chance to be what it was supposed to be. So I fought for that tree. I fought Prince George County. I fought the lawyers. I fought anybody who got in my way, and I got that tree. And I put that tree in good soil, and I gave that tree everything that tree could ever need to grow up to be a beautiful, blossoming tree that God meant her to be. And that tree just flourished. Me and that tree, we traveled all over the country. We traveled from Hawaii to Florida and many states in between. Because God had given that child a gift. The tree. God gifted her with an athletic ability. It was a God-given talent. Everybody could see it. Everybody knew it. And I knew that that was my plan from God to make this tree the best tree it could be. We all knew it was going to happen. We all knew she was going to be a state champion. It was just inevitable. We just didn't know what level and when. Well, it happened. She's level 8 Virginia state champion at 14. Wow. At that point in time, you start looking at colleges. Who's going to give her a free ride? Who's going to give her that? She's on her way. Everything we've done, 9 years of blood, sweat, gore, everything was finally happening. And I dedicated my life to that little tree, and I thank God every day for the impossible things that He let happen so that tree could be that beautiful tree. But I'm going to tell you something. The devil comes in the back door. He don't come in the front door, and he don't talk to you. He tells you to keep secrets. He tells you it's okay to be in these weeds. Look at all these trees and these weeds. It's okay. These weeds are fine. These trees are growing. Once he convinces you that the weeds are okay, then he's going to convince you that it's okay to lie and deceive. And he's going to tell you it's okay to betray the people that love you with all their heart and would move mountains for you. Because I did. I moved mountains. I don't know how, but it happened. He says betraying your loved ones is okay. Because let me tell you, the devil, if he can get one and get one free, that's the deal he wants. Because he's just not going to take that tree. He's going to take all the trees around that tree. And he's going to break them. And he's going to lie and he's going to steal your gifts. And so it happened. I went to a meeting at the courthouse. Going to that meeting, we were singing, we were laughing, we were talking about homework assignments. I walked in there. I got sucker punched. I got knocked out. I was betrayed, and it had all been planned. Somehow, it was okay to do that. Not only that, walked out the door, never said goodbye, I love you, thank you, nothing. It was over, washed up, and so was I. I was broken. Stayed in the bed for 3 days, had to call in sick. I told my boss a lie because I couldn't even deal with it. But 9 months later, I told her the truth. When I could get myself together enough to share it, I did. And she thanked me for telling her the truth, Cindy Hayes. People called me. It was like It was big news in this little gymnastics world. I mean, huge news. State champion. She's left everything, gone out of state. Friends, let down friends, herself, her family. It was just horrible. It was a tragedy. People were calling me. The coach was calling me. Teammates were, how are you? I mean, everybody knew this was it for me. I had invested and dedicated my life knowing that I was doing the right thing. And I was broken. And I stayed broken for a long time. And when you live with brokenness, you learn how to smile, but it's fake. You learn how to be nice and cordial, but it's not real. Because your heart's broken, your spirit is about that big, and there's nothing you can do about it. Not one thing on this earth could help me. Nothing. 6 years. I didn't sing a song. I didn't dance. Didn't talk about it. I was over. I was broken. I was a loser. I failed. And not only did I failed to the worst thing I could have failed to. Those weeds. I woke up every morning empty. Empty. Then this angel came into my life. Now we're going to get to the good part. This angel came into my life, and this angel said, get out of the house. Come on over here and hang out with me. Go to the DR with us. And my husband, at that point in time, he said, here, I'll pay for the trip. Take her. Please, get her out of here. And off I went. And I met Pastor and Mrs. Bennett there. And immediately, I knew I was in better soil. I knew, wow, this soil feels so good. Wow, this is awesome. Not only that, the people that I was with, it was amazing. I hadn't felt so good and for so long. I'm loving this trip. I'm loving everybody. And then Pastor Bennett did something that totally changed my life. He put 5 fingers, 1 palm, and said 6 words. Boom. That was it. He put his hands on my head, and he said, God's got big plans for you. Wow. Whoa. And for that nanosecond, my thought was, but I'm broken. I'm a loser. I'm broken. But then my spirit, I mean, some people say their spirit soars. Some people say their spirit sings. My spirit started cheering. It was like I had just caught the winning touchdown the last 3 seconds of the game. And I'm like, what? And I mean, when you got that kind of cheering going on, you got to receive it. I had no choice but to receive that. And at that moment, I knew everything he said was true. I believed it with all my heart. And then something started happening to my heart. And I've never talked about this. This is all inside me. Never talked about it. And my heart started feeling something. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait. What is that? That was joy. All of a sudden, my spirit is cheering. My joy is on. And I just can't even believe it. So immediately I start thinking that night in bed, okay, my life has changed. How am I got this, and this to do. And I knew it was joy. And let me tell you something about joy. For people that have been broken, joy is very rare and it's very precious because you don't get it a lot. So when you get joy, you need to savor it. And you need to embrace it for as long as you can have it. Because it's not every day that you get that kind of joy. So I'm going to savor my joy. But my testimony is this. He didn't win. Because I'm here. Okay? I'm here. And I'm going to turn his mess into a testimony of God's grace on my life. You got sucker punched. And I'm not washed up. I'm washed in. And you might sucker punch me again, but you ain't never going to knock me out. Because I got armor and I got backup. And I got grace in my tank. I am no longer empty. I don't wake up empty anymore. So now I'm in good soil. God's got great plans for me. So you just get over it. Get over it. Oh, and by the way, it only took 5 fingers, 1 palm, and 6 words to put you in your place. Yes. And God knocked you out. He did it for me, and he's going to do it for you. And he's going to do it for that little tree. And it don't matter if you're in a foreign country, if you're on the interstate, it's going to happen. All you got to do is receive it. Wow. So I'm just thanking Jesus for his love and for his grace that he put upon my heart, because I was a dead man walking. And he brought me back to life. And now I got roots that are growing. When you talked about the tree this morning with the roots, you were talking to me. And I knew it. And I wasn't afraid to get up here and tell it anymore. You didn't even know what was going on. But that was for me, talking about the trees, the soil, and the roots. I'm in good soil, and I'm going to have good roots. And I'm in the best place, and I'm in the best soil I've ever been in my life. I mean, I've loved God all my life. I've never been in this soil, ever. And you know, all that, maybe that's what I needed to get here. I don't know. But I know it was supernatural. I know that I had to be at the right place at the right time with the right people. And he just took over. I didn't have a chance, and now he don't have a chance. I'm loving God, and I praise you, Lord, because you saved me. You brought me back from a broken person who was just filled with pain. Every day, I can sing now. I can dance now. I can get up here and say this, because I've said things I have never said before to anyone. It's just been in my heart. But when I was in Dominican, this started coming to me, and I'm like, Mimi, all the soil and these trees. And she said, honey, that's your testimony. And I went, oh, yes. Okay, I got to do it. So thank you for my testimony. Thank you for loving me. Thank Jesus for saving me. And thank you for those 5 fingers, 1 palm, and 6 words.
Praise God.
Because it changed my life.
Glory to